Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope y'all are doing well. If you like what you see in this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'll be taking a look at Pragmata, which was released today as of this recording, April 16th. Developed and published by Capcom. It currently has no review on Steam, which makes sense since it was just released less than an hour ago. I have the latest NVIDIA graphics driver installed, which is version 596.21, released today as well as of this recording. The video you're going to see, the performance metrics is recorded using a 4K 60Hz capture card recorded directly to my iMac. So there shouldn't be any performance loss as opposed to using shadow plate, which tends to incur roughly 10 FPS loss, sometimes more depending on this game. So if you have similar graphics card similar to my RTX 2080 Ti, for example, the RTX 5060 Ti, RTX 3070 Ti, AMD RX 6800, you should get similar performance. This game is currently priced at $60. There is a demo available. The demo has been available actually for months now. So if you like what you see in this video and you want to just give it a try, feel free to download the demo. As far as recommended system requirement for processor, the game recommends Intel Core i7 8700 or Ryzen 5 5500. Okay, so if you have a 6 core 1230 CPU, you should do just fine. System memory 16 gigabytes in total. Graphics card RTX 2060 Super or RX 6600 8GB GPU. Okay, so essentially he's asking for the base PlayStation 5 equivalent horsepower. DX12 recommended, 40 gigabyte in storage space. SSD I believe is recommended. I'm going to get into the game, take a look at a few settings before getting to the performance to see how the game performs. I'm back in Pragmata's main menu. The game does have a shader pre-compilation process which took roughly 2 minutes to complete on my setup. I have an Intel Core i9 9900K overclocked to 5 GHz. Your mileage may vary. In the options menu, run type I set that to hold, aim mode I set that to toggle, and limb eraser controls, I'm not sure what that means, but I'll set that to toggle. There's no full screen or exclusive full screen, which is a bummer. But anyway, I chose borderless window. This options menu is not very good with a mouse, so you do need to use the keyboard arrow key to navigate. So global illumination quality, high is the highest preset. You have low, medium, high, as you can see. I do like when developers include the screen to the side so you can see the changes in real time. Upscaler, there is FSR1. I don't know what this is all about. Is this 2016? You have FSR1, FSR3, or DLSS. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with native resolution first, and then work my way down to DLSS quality. So there is option for dynamic resolution if your hardware isn't capable enough. NVIDIA Reflex low latency mode, I always set that to off. It tends to cause stuttering for me, so I always set that to off. And then hair quality, so you can see what it looks like. There's low, medium, high. Texture quality, I'm going to set it to the maximum since I have 11 gigabyte GPU, so the maximum is 3 gigabyte. And the strophic filtering, always set that to 16. Mesh quality, set that to max. Shadow quality, set that to max. Shadow cache on, contact shadows on. Effects quality, set that to max. For the anti-aliasing, you have off, blurry TAA, and even blurrier FXAA plus TAA. Absolutely not. I am going to set that to off. I want my image crisp and clean. I can sacrifice a bit of shimmering for a clearer image over blurry TAA, and definitely blurry TAA plus FXAA. Ambient occlusion, you have off or screen space ambient occlusion. I wish there was an option for horizon-based ambient occlusion. Volumetric lighting, I'll set that to max. Screen space reflection and bloom on. Surface scattering, set that to on. Motion blur, set that to off. Lens flare, set that to on. Lens distortion, yeah, I'm gonna set that to off. I don't like this depth of field. It doesn't look that good. The last game that I played with good depth of field was The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings on the PC, and that depth of field was fantastic. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the graphical preset and the options. I'm gonna jump into the game and see how it performs. I would like to point out a couple of things. So vertical aim deceleration and horizontal aim deceleration by default is set to 4. So I set both of them to off. And also the camera distance, it doesn't necessarily have a traditional horizontal based FOV, but you have near, standard, and far. By default, it defaults to standard. I'm going to set it to far throughout the duration of this video. If you like what you see in this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe.